I was thinking about Father Bobby's homily from yesterday where he was encouraging us to shout praise to God. And I was also thinking in terms of today's readings and what it means to be a follower of Jesus. It is definitely not a passive life. It's about listening and watching. It's about taking action. Well, yesterday I was shocked, not because of Father Bobby's homily, but I was shocked to learn that a week from Thursday is Thanksgiving Day. Do you all know that? I think I'm the only one that didn't know that. Well, one clue that we are well into November is the readings for Mass. Once you get to the book of Revelation, it is a sure sign that we're nearing the end of ordinary time. And today's first reading certainly has a feel of St. Paul's letters. But it's John. It is John who sends a wake-up call to the churches in Sardis and Laodicea, and as it applies to each one of us. As I said, it's a wake-up call. To the people of Sardis, John says, I know your works, that you have the reputation of being alive. Here's the hard part, but you are dead. And to the people of Laodicea, he says, I know your works. I know that you're neither cold nor hot. For you say, I am rich and affluent and have no need of anything. And yet you do not know that you are wretched, poor, blind, and naked. Those are strong words, but this message also contains a remedy within it. John calls us to remember the teachings of God that we have heard and accepted. He calls us to repent as we need and to be watching. Being watchful is often spoken of during the end of ordinary time and, of course, during Advent. And to that end, we hear a beautiful and a hopeful ending to our first reading. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, then I will enter his house and dine with him and him with me. And on the other hand, in today's gospel, Zacchaeus is the one seeking Jesus, and he won't let anything get in the way. I can still remember being back in St. John's Seminary and a seminarian friend, now Father Jeff Cabral, preaching about this gospel and saying he and Zacchaeus must have been about the same height. So he understood what it must have been like. But I was thinking, it doesn't matter whether you're 5'6" or 6'6". We all need to rise above the obstacles that prevent us from seeing Jesus. And when we do, Jesus calls to us, each in a way that we can understand. To understand that he wants to stay in our homes. And when we welcome Jesus into our hearts and homes, it is then that he can transform our lives. Zacchaeus not only made restitution ×4 to those he had wronged, but he also gave generously to the poor. Jesus transformed his life. And Jesus says in response, today salvation has come to this house, because this man too is the descendant of Abraham. For the Son of Man has come to seek and save what is lost. What a hopeful message for ourselves or anyone we know who's away. My brothers and sisters, let us be listening and watching for Jesus. Let us rise above the obstacles and let us take Jesus up on his invitation to stay in our hearts and in our homes.